So yesterday I went through a really difficult time, like overwhelming pain and sadness and misery, and I didn't know what to do. So I went to the park and I sat in my car for like 3 hours, and I tried to read and I didn't get very far with that. And then I tried to pray, and all of my prayers sounded like me just complaining to God. And I even went to this passage in Job where it was like, Job's like, I regret the day you made me. And he never sinned against God, but he was like, I'm in so much pain that I regret being born. And I prayed that to God. I was like, God, I'm in so much pain. Sometimes I wish I was never born. It's like, did you forget me? My heart was hurting that bad. I'm sure all of us have experienced something like that and might even be experiencing that now. But the part that did click that I just read in the middle of this was Romans 8, chapter 15. And it says, for you have not received the spirit of bondage again to fear, but you have received the spirit of adoption, whereby we cry, Abba, Father. And in Jeremiah 29:13, it says that when you search for me with all of your heart, then you'll find me. Now, that's not just the good parts of your heart or the happy parts, but that's also the bitter parts. That's also the angry parts. That's also the parts that are in misery and frustration. And I submitted that to God. And so when I called my friend and said, hey, do you think you could help me out? He goes, hold on, I'll call you back. He called me back a few minutes later, and he told me that he's got a buddy that lives nearby. He's on his way to give me a jump. And his friend got there in a few minutes, and he shows up and he's smiling from ear to ear, full of joy. And I was like, the frustration in me wanted to like not accept it, but I got out and I was like, hey man, I'm very thankful. You're a blessing. Thank you for coming to help me. You don't even know me. And this guy just starts preaching into my pain. Like, Spirit of God came over him and started ministering to me. And before I knew it, I was preaching back to him, full of joy, full of the Spirit. Like, talk about getting a recharge, talk about getting a jump. And we spent a good minute there just preaching and loving on Jesus together. And in that moment, I knew that even in my darkest pain, God was there. He just wanted me to give him my darkest pain so that he could show me that even when I don't feel like he loves me more than I could ever imagine. So I hope this encouraged you that whatever you're going through, tell God the pain, explain it to him the best that you can, get into the details, and watch him show up, because he is a good father and he loves you more than you could ever understand. If this challenged you to go back to God and give him those parts, give a thumbs up. If you like more videos like this, then feel free to subscribe, and in Jesus' name, go in peace.